Hello again, this is Tim Lloyd from Gain Access. We're a group of schools in the heart of Europe. This particular video is for GMAT.cz, focused on the GMAT exam, and really does sort out the higher scoring test taker from the lower scoring test taker. If you are not sure even how to approach this question, then ignore what I'm about to say, but if you want to give it a try, pause this video, give this question a try. Lots and lots of words, and then when you're ready, if you do find the correct answer or any answer, good for you, but then continue watching the video and I'll show you how to solve it in about 30 seconds. Okay, so let's just analyze the question first of all. Summer is coming and Miguel wants to make a salad dressing. Good for him, we all like to be healthy, Miguel. The problem is the ingredients for this dressing, which would indeed make a wonderful dressing, are not actually the ingredients in the correct dosage that go into the final mix. So we have a botched mix. Now let's think of this in terms of variables, and we're going to pick numbers. That's the approach we're going to use. So when we have lots of words, the first impression of many of our students is negative. As we always say, look, relax, pick numbers and move forward positively. Even if you just get to 50-50, at least you have a much better chance of getting the points for the question. Now it's important when choosing numbers, you're not back solving here, okay, you're actually picking numbers, that you do so in a wise and clear way. Now as you read through the fractions here, you realize, okay, in this case we need to look at the denominators of the fractions, or the information as far as we're given in the question stem with regard to the ingredients. In this case we know that 5/8 of the mixture should be olive oil and 1/4 should be vinegar. Well, that's nice, not a particularly rock and roll question, definitely above average here in the 600s. The lowest common denominator is 8. 5 plus 2 is 7, so 7/8 of the mixture should be just those two ingredients, olive oil and vinegar. If you're not sure, pause the video, check the wording. I understand not all of you are so strong in English. That's another reason why these are particularly difficult questions. Now the next three ingredients are evenly split among the rest of the mix. So in other words, we need to divide, sorry I wrote down 7 instead of 8 there. We need to divide the 1/8, which is the remaining part of the mix, so that we can get 3. So we just multiply top and bottom of the 1/8 by 3 and we get 3/24. That means 1/24 of the correct mixture would be each of those other 3 ingredients. Now this means that we want to use 24 to represent the total, or if you're worried about there being halves, use 48. That's a nice rule of thumb as well. But you might notice in the answer choices, none of them have 24, but they have 8 and 16 and 2. Now this is a higher level question, so in this case we're not going to be able to use process of elimination so early on. In an easier question we would. So let's compare the correct mixture with the botched mixture. In case you're not sure, that means something that went wrong. So olive oil should be 15 parts from the 24 in the correct mixture. Vinegar should be 6. The salt, the pepper and the sugar. Okay, you double check, always have safety nets in GMAT and any standardized test. That's the #1 tip to acing these exams, because we're all human. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, plus 6 is 9, plus 15 is 24. Very good. So we know we are on the right path. Now be very careful, and this is why picking numbers here is so much more simple than trying to go ahead algebraically for the vast majority of us. Miguel makes a mistake. It's quite a disgusting mistake. He actually doubles the dose of vinegar and removes the sugar. Yikes, not my cup of tea for a salad dressing, but that's why it's a botched mix. So the numbers are 15, 12, 1, 1, 0. Now this makes up a total of 29, and if you are running out of seconds on the test, you would now pick A and move on. And of course, spending a couple of seconds more, we see that the olive oil makes up 15/29ths of the final mixture, the boxed mix. So what could have turned out to be a nightmare that you had to guess and not get correct has actually turned out to be a relatively simple question once you use this technique. So the answer is A. 29 is a prime number, so it can't be reduced. Thank you very much for your attention. There'll be plenty of other questions coming up from this package from Sandeep Gupta of Advanced Level GMAT Quant Questions. If you've got any questions regarding this one, other techniques, perhaps a way that you found to do this question or other questions, drop us a line. You can click the link on the video. You can also find us on social media. We have lots of tips, tricks, and help, shall we say, for university applicants, for MBA, executive MBA, SAT students who are applying to college for the first time. You can find us on Pinterest, as I said, Facebook, and there are plenty of other videos in this YouTube channel for this playlist and other playlists for the other exams that we prepare our students for. As I say, looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.